Lately, do you feel constantly tired, mentally slow, or strangely forgetful? Do simple thoughts feel heavier than they used to, as if a thin fog has settled over your mind? If that sounds familiar, the problem might go deeper than stress or poor sleep. It could be something far more silent, far more underestimated: vitamin B12 deficiency. Vitamin B12, also known as Cobalamin, is not just another supplement you hear about online. It is one of the most critical nutrients your body depends on to function properly, from keeping your nervous system healthy, to producing DNA, to creating red blood cells that carry oxygen throughout your body. B12 is involved in processes that literally keep you alive and mentally sharp. Without it, your body starts to slow down, almost like a computer running without enough memory. Tasks take longer, signals misfire, and eventually, systems begin to fail. What makes B12 deficiency particularly dangerous is that it doesn't always announce itself loudly. It often creeps in quietly. Many people assume they're just tired, stressed, or aging. But beneath those symptoms, a serious imbalance may be developing. Here's something most people don't realize. B12 deficiency is rarely caused by simply not eating enough food. The real issue is absorption. Your body cannot produce B12 on its own. You must get it from animal-based foods such as meat, fish, eggs, and dairy. But even if you consume these foods regularly, your body still needs a special protein called intrinsic factor, produced in the stomach, to absorb B12 in the small intestine. Without it, B12 passes through your body unused. This means certain groups are at much higher risk. People with pernicious anemia, where the immune system attacks intrinsic factor-producing cells. Older adults, whose stomach acid naturally decreases with age. Individuals who have had stomach or bariatric surgery. And of course, vegans and vegetarians, since B12 does not naturally exist in plant-based foods. Without fortified foods or supplements, deficiency is almost inevitable. Now, let's talk about the warning signs, the body's quiet alarms. One of the earliest and most concerning categories is neurological symptoms: tingling or numbness in the hands and feet, a strange pins and needles sensation, problems with balance or walking, muscle weakness. These symptoms occur because B12 is essential for protecting nerve fibers. Without it, nerves begin to deteriorate. Then there's the mental and cognitive impact: memory problems, difficulty concentrating, mental fatigue, what many people describe as brain fog, mood changes, anxiety, depression, even personality shifts. In severe cases, untreated deficiency can lead to permanent nerve damage and cognitive decline. Physically, the signs can be just as alarming: extreme, unexplained fatigue, pale or yellowish skin due to anemia, shortness of breath, a swollen or painful tongue, heart palpitations. These symptoms appear because red blood cell production becomes impaired, reducing oxygen delivery throughout the body. The good news? B12 deficiency is preventable and treatable if you act early. So let's talk about the most powerful dietary sources of vitamin B12. If your goal is to protect your energy, focus, and nervous system, these foods matter. At the very top of the list are organ meats, especially liver and kidneys. They are absolute B12 powerhouses. Even small portions can provide several times the daily recommended intake. Next comes lean red meat, particularly beef. When consumed in moderation, it's one of the most reliable sources of natural B12. Seafood is another champion. Tuna, salmon, sardines, and especially shellfish like clams, oysters, and mussels are packed with B12. In fact, clams contain some of the highest concentrations of B12 found in any food. Then there are eggs and dairy products. Milk, yogurt, cheese, and eggs may not be as concentrated as meat or seafood, but they contribute significantly to daily intake and are especially helpful for people who don't eat large amounts of meat. For those following a plant-based lifestyle, the situation requires extra attention. Since B12 is not naturally found in plants, fortified foods such as breakfast cereals, plant-based milks, and nutritional yeast become essential. In many cases, doctor-supervised supplementation is not optional, it's necessary. And this part is important. Do not guess your B12 status. Symptoms can overlap with many other conditions. The only way to know for sure is through a simple blood test. Early detection can prevent irreversible damage. Vitamin B12 is not just about avoiding illness. It's about protecting your quality of life, your energy, your memory, your mood, your clarity. This small molecule plays a massive role in how you feel every single day. So if you've been feeling off, lately more tired than usual, mentally slower, emotionally heavier, don't ignore it. Your body may be asking for support. Check your levels. Adjust your diet. Take action early. Because sometimes restoring one missing nutrient is all it takes to lift the fog, regain your energy, and feel like yourself again. Which B12-rich foods do you include in your daily routine? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if this video helped you understand your body better, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so more people can benefit from this information. Stay healthy, stay aware, and take care of your mind and body.